Hey everybody, Villain Talk fan. It's Villain Talk keeping it 500. I'm gonna talk to y'all about an album today. I've been listening to during the week. But first of all, I want to tell y'all, everybody, thank y'all for the followers and the likes and the shares and support. In this journey, taking these baby steps from growing this thing from a seed and having a vision to trying to make it something bigger. With the album reviews and the playlists and eventually try to do the hip hop content on the page and, bigger things in the future, trying to do interviews. Like I said, Villain Talk, keeping it 500. I settled on, my logo for the page and also my name for the page or the channel. So, like I said, when I say keeping it 500, I'm being honest with y'all. I'm kind of trying to show my credibility as far as being a hip hop analyst or, whatever have you. Just showing my collection, camera person. When you got a collection like that, I mean, you can flex a little bit of knowledge. I mean, I might not know everything, but I know more than a little bit. So anyway, just on to the album that we're going to talk about tonight. I'm going to talk about Spiral Staircases. The album is from Larry June, Currency, and Alchemist. If you're not familiar with Larry June, he's an artist from San Francisco, California. He's like into profit and talking about paper and income and getting money. A lot of bass, heavy music, riding in your car. He's got a real slow, laid back, chill type of flow. It's not nothing real exciting or exceptional. It's not nothing where you're gonna be listening to it and be like, wow, he said that. Like, let me tap rewind. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's a bad rapper, but it's just not nothing really just gonna grab me like that. He kind of has like a niche following, like a fan base. Like when you listen to Larry June, you know what you're getting into when you listen to him. So that's kind of what Larry June is about. Like I said, his tracks are real bass heavy, real chill, real vibe. Currency is another rapper. He's been around a little bit longer. He started off with Cash Money back in the day. I've been listening to Currency myself since probably about 2010 with Pilot Talk. Currency has a bigger following than Larry June, but he's not really mainstream, but he's not really like super underground. He's kind of in the middle. Like Currency, he's that guy. I mean, like I said, he makes his own music. He's independent. Jet Life, Pilot Talk. He's got a real kind of chill, laid back flow a lot of times, but I mean, Spitter be on it. That's one of his nicknames, by the way. Like I said, Spiral Staircases is Larry June, Currency, and it's produced entirely by The Alchemist. Now, The Alchemist, that's a legend right there. He's known for doing tracks with Mobb Deep, Jadakiss. He just did an album with Erykah Badu. He's worked with Dilated Peoples, different artists here and there, Nas, Freddie Gibbs, like Alchemist. He's on it. He even raps every now and then, which he does have one track on this album where he spits a verse. Like Alchemist is truly a legend. I really, to me, he's one of the best producers out there. And really, if you look at 25 and 26, he might be making a run as the greatest producer from these past 2 years. So, like I said, Alchemist laces the production for Spiral Staircases. The first track on this album is Stars on the Roof. It's a great start to the album. It's chill, laid back. You just pop it in. Alchemist starts off with a winner, Currency kicking his usual cocky rap. I mean, it's a great track. Like I said, when you listen to these guys, you kind of already know what you're getting into. Like I don't know how familiar you are with them, but I'm just telling you what to expect. So the next track is Everything Allocated. It's another solid track. Larry June playing his usual role. Currency just kind of kicking raps. Sometimes Currency says some stuff and he just like how to what is going on? Like, in the track he says some stuff like, uh, I got a smoke room in your girl's crib you never been in, a couch you never sat on. You're not allowed. I've been there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just imagine going to your girl's house and she got a whole room in the house that you never even been in, but Currency has. I mean, it's just wild stuff like that Currency be saying. I mean, like I said, he's mad confident, he's cocky, even when he's not really saying too much of nothing. But I don't know, it's just something you gotta hear and listen to kind of get the gist of what I'm saying. Drive Alone is the next track. That's probably my favorite song on the album. Um, Alchemist killed this beat. Like it's real laid back. It's got a catchy hook. Drive alone, drive alone. Larry June, he like I said, he's on one. He's not really a great rapper, but sometimes he does have some catchy hooks that you can kind of vibe with and they kind of grow on you. This is the best track of the album so far. Spiral Staircase is the title track. It's a great laid back beat. Alchemist definitely understood assignment on this EP. I don't think I mentioned it earlier, but it's not really an album per se because it's only 7 tracks, so it's more like an EP. But again, like Alchemist, like really took time and precision, like lacing each beat. His signature sound, sample heavy, and like the production, it fits these guys' flow like a glove. It's awesome. Uh, Palo Santo, if I'm pronouncing it right, that's another solid track. It's nothing really exceptional. It's not nothing bad. It's just a pretty solid track. Two PIG. I actually had to Google to understand what they meant by PIG, and they're saying paper income growth is what they're saying in this song. This is another banging beat. Alchemist lays this one. Uh, he's really on one on this EP. Like I said, 7 tracks. It's not a whack beat or production. Like there's nothing on this EP that Alchemist is lacking from. Um, Currency's doing his thing. Larry June, he's Larry June. That's basically what it is. You got one more track, Empty Pages. This is probably my second favorite track of the album. Alchemist actually raps on this one. Like I said, he does rap every now and then, and he's just killing his beat. Like I said, you pop this in and it's got like a little sample in it. It's crazy. It kind of grows on you. And this is funny. I'm gonna say something. Like, just bear with me. It's got a little saxophone in the background. You're listening to it, and it's like I don't know if you guys are Martin fans. I know my ladies are a real big Martin fan. It kind of reminds me of that episode of Martin when they was having flashbacks of when they met. Martin and Gina was at the party, and Martin told a little BS story about how he was playing the saxophone and he was just killing it. That's that's the vision I had in my mind when I listened to this track. It's like, wow, somebody back there just killing his saxophone. But of course Martin was lying, but that's another story. But anyway, if I had to rate this EP, because like I said, it's only 7 tracks, I would okay, I gotta be careful with it. As far as like I said, these guys got a niche following. If you know what you're getting into, you know what it is, and you're a fan of Larry June, you're a fan of Currency, you will listen to this and be like, oh man, this is great. This is awesome. Like, this is probably a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 Chevy Impalas. You know what I'm saying? And I say Chevy Impalas because these guys got a lot of car references in their track. I'm sorry. This is why I'm wearing my Mustang shirt, by the way, in the review today, because Mustangs is kind of my thing if anybody knows me personally. But anyway, if you're into these guys and you're listening to it and you're just being a glazer, you'll be like, hey, this EP is awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's not really any elite raps. Currency, he gets off every now and then. Larry June, he's just kind of, but it's kind of something you will come home to, have a drink to, smoke a cigar to, kind of like get in your car, ride around to, lay back, chill. This is this type of music. If I'm not being a glazer, not being in that fan base, and I'm just looking at it from a all around perspective, I would give it maybe a 6 out of 10 Chevy Impalas. And when I say that, I'm saying Currency doing his thing. He's spitting. You know about Currency. He's that guy. Jet Life, Pilot Talk. But Larry June, obviously his raps aren't, they not hitting. He kind of weighs it down. Alchemist is really the star of this show, in my opinion. Like he's really shining on this EP. Like I said, Alchemist is like the gold ticket. So again, I don't know. I would probably give it 7 out of 10 Chevy Impalas. No, maybe a 6. 6 out of 10 Chevy. 6.5. We're gonna stick with 6.5. 6.5 Chevy Impalas out of 10. So again, if you guys want to have something to listen to that you haven't really checked out, or like I said, you want to check out something laid back and chill, something to vibe to, check out Spiral Staircases. Thank you again for tuning in to the channel. Like I said, I got future things coming up soon. Thank you for watching this album review or EP review, and have a good night. One love.